Hey Reese's Cups, in today's video, I'm building a sanctuary in Bloxburg. So I know a lot of questions might be popping into your head. What's a sanctuary? Is it going to be an animal sanctuary? Are you going to be able to live here? Basically, it's going to be an ultra futuristic, heavenly style pod inside of a glass paradise. Now, it sounds like I'm making up riddles over here. I'm the next Shakespeare. You'll understand as the video goes on. We'll name the plot Sunny Sanctuary. What? Why is it tagging my sanctuary? So on screen now, I'll put again my inspiration picture. And as you can see, it's not actually huge. First of all, I worked out what the center was and I realized it was here. And to make it even, I'm just placing a wall every time it says 64. And there we go. This is our sanctuary. Is this an octagon? I think this is an octagon. Next stage is stacking it up. And I think we should make it free, actually. I want it to be a massive. Now, here's where we've got to get a little bit genius. You might be thinking, these windows match perfectly to the inspiration picture. In what world is 750 bucks perfect? So I'm thinking, if we can use this cheap square window, only $95. I want to see if we can basically make this into that square. But I think I've only gone and done it. Of course, right now you're just looking at Bloxburg town. We're gonna make it a beautiful rainforest. And look, guys, $211. We have literally quartered the price. But this is easy then pie. And wait, guys, I thought Taylor Swift an album just got announced. My phone just pranked me. It sent me a notification saying something by Taylor Swift's available, but it was just a voice note from Taylor. Hi guys, and who else loves Taylor Swift, guys? Anyway, this is so far what we've got going for the sanctuary. I mean, I would actually spend my life here. If I was with like my family and friends, obviously I wouldn't want to be alone. That'd be the most depressing thing of the whole world. Next up, I'm going to add structural beams in. And this is just going to be to add that extra bit of detail because even in a sanctuary, guys, I need it. Flipping heck, $1,000 for a line of wood. Now it's time for the roof. If I was basic, I might just go like this, but then that would literally just be, oh my, what have I done there? What's this? But yeah, I think it would be a little bit too bright if I just did that alone. So I'm going to add a little bit of an outer wall. And there we go. That's just added a tiny little bit of outline. Now I'll go in and add that euphoric looking roof. As soon as you start resizing, it's insane, the prices. Look at them. You have got to admit, this does look insanely awesome. Next step is going to be the expensive part, making the outside of the sanctuary look gorgeous. Is it just me, but do your guys' things take ages to load these days? And from the outside, this looks mental chicken oriental. It looks mentaler than that laughing woman. So we're going to obviously have to resize the trees. And did you see that, guys? I told you it's going to be expensive. We're also going to use the butt tree. And we are also going to need to use some of the normal size ones. Yeah, right now this just looks like an absolute mess. But what matters at this stage is getting the trees in. So we'll put some of these here, put some of these. We obviously want the big ones kind of up close. And I cannot believe I just spent 100 grand on trees. Already, this is just looking insane. However, I do think we need some trees to be even higher. So what I'm going to do is place like, it doesn't actually matter what this looks like. You're only going to be seeing it from the inside. And then on top of it, we can add even more trees.
Another one, thank you.
And now it actually looks like these trees are like reaching up all the way to the roof. Have you ever seen anything like it? We now have two important stages. One, don't pick up the phone. No, I'm joking. We're not doing a sing-song today. One is lighting. Of course, this looks incredibly dark, and the whole point of a nice euphoric sanctuary is to have gorgeous lighting. We can very easily hide these inside the trees. So already we've got a little bit more color in now. Next up, I do purple. Also, we can't forget about underneath the floor. This is honestly one of the most crucial parts, and it's a good thing I'm in a private server right now, because if people were walking past, they'd probably be concerned. Brilliant. So the second stage, as I said, was coloring. This right now just looks like a Bloxburg player's nightmare. Everything is the default color. So we are going to have most of the trees as normal green. But as you can see, I'm actually starting by making a couple like a nice bubblegum blue, and then the rest will be green. And here we have it, guys. The sanctuary exterior is done. Now is for the interior and the actual house. For the roof, we're going to start off by placing a base down. And by a base, I just mean extending it out a little bit, having it raised up a tiny bit. And then for the ovalness, I'm going to use a mansard roof because this basically just goes to whatever shape you built anyway. And also, I think we should add some of these beveled. I love that word. Beveled basic cubes, just sort of around the place. Not everywhere, but just here and there. And I feel like we could do something with this half sphere on the roof a little bit. Oh my gosh, this looks like a biology organism, doesn't it? If any of you guys do science, it looks like a little nucleus. When it comes to the windows then, I think I might just use the modern ones. I can't really be bothered to save money now. The whole front walls are basically going to be just glass. Obviously, we need to have loads of windows around the back because this is where the actual, this is where the view is.
I like the view.
And what in the Illuminati glitch is going on here? And then the front door is going to go over here. And I will actually use like a pretty normal door, to be fair. So I'm actually going to build the house before I decorate the sanctuary because I'm in the mood to build like a kitchen and stuff. Although technically it's going to be very much a survival house. So I don't even think we're going to be able to get away with adding real walls because look at how badly I planned this. We're going to have to use a good old classic fake wall. And look, you can literally place them wherever the hell you want to. And this separate bit over here is going to be like the bathroom and bedroom. Any dreams of having wood, guys? Are you ready? You don't even want to see. Look at it. We can't have any texture that is directional. I literally think like this sequined floor, that is actually perfect. Basically, all the walls are windows anyway, so it doesn't actually matter what color they are. I guess we're going to have to use our own archways. And thanks to you guys in the comments, custom archway, which to be fair, might just seem normal to all you guys. But I only discovered it a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, that's made an awesome archway. I think I might do that on the front as well, you know. So I guess we'll first of all have our corner sofa. And you guys know I'm against custom sofas. So to get a corner sofa, we're going to have to like use this, which is very strange. This is going to be like our weird futuristic armchair. And then our actual sofa, we've got to make obviously have a little bit more length in the future. Because this is kind of like we're in the year 20. Not 20. And this is kind of like we're in the year 3000. So who knows what on earth sofas are going to look like by then. And in the middle, do we have glass coffee table? Ew. Not using that. We're going to use a basic shape instead. And I might have to turn the roof off, guys. It's honestly so bright with it off. I swear we do have a table like this in Bloxburg. I might have just been dumb and not be able to find it. But the one key ingredient we haven't actually used yet, LED. I was kind of scared to, and I think I was right to be. Putting LEDs on a circle is hard. And who the hell was that texting me? Who the hell dared to call me while I'm busy? This looks like a travesty. Let's see if we can just... Who's ringing me?
Who dare to call me?
That looks honestly really quite appalling. I really want the LED lights, but it looks so bad. You know, I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and have it, you know. I've added these like jars, and that's the only thing we're gonna have in here other than like a plant. But yeah, I'm actually quite happy with the living room. I just think the colors look really, really weird. Next up, we'll do the kitchen, which I'm very terrified for. This is actually scaring me now. So we're gonna have what I call a spider island, where it sort of legs off into each corner here. And then I wanted to have like weird pod chairs. Do you know what I mean? Like these literal ottomans. I feel like in the future, we're all going to be so used to just sitting down. We won't even need a backrest anymore. And since this is a sanctuary, I feel like you're just going to have a stock of supplies. Maybe, I don't even think you'd have an oven to cook it on, you know? I think this is literally all you're going to have. And then maybe some cabinets up there. This looks so random, but it's because it's different. But different is sometimes good. And other than maybe a coffee machine to keep all the adults going, because you know what they're like. Can't do anything without my morning coffee. We'll give you a blender, make some healthy smoothies or something. But you're mainly going to get your food from picking it around the sanctuary, which we're going to build very, very shortly. And then we'll have like maybe a jam maker as well, so you can make berries. And I absolutely despise this carpet I've just made, but you can't deny it does kind of match. And I feel like we should have a big painting on the wall of like a family portrait to remember in the sanctuary. And then the last thing you'd really have in here is the dining table. And isn't it, it's crazy how some people's house in real life actually looks like this. I don't like to tell people what to do, but I just could never have a house like this. I just feel like it has no life to it. And you're not going to need a hat stand or coat stand because you're not blooming going anywhere. You're locked in a sanctuary. So yeah, that is basically the whole room done. That was basically an excuse just to build all bland. Bedroom can actually fit in here. And I wanted to do this whole thing where it's like floating out like this. We get that gorgeous material. And to get rid of the default pillows, you just place some custom pillows on there and just transform them down. I don't actually think you need the transform plus for that. And I want to make this bed actually look really comfortable because since so few people will live here, I don't think it actually matters that the bath is going to be open. Like it must just be like 1 or 2 people living here, maybe a couple or something. But this is actually kind of reminded me like this is all we need to live. A bathroom, a bedroom, and just a cooking facility. That is all we need. And we are so obsessed with excess. I mean, I'm being such a hypocrite here. I love excess. My motto is bigger is better.
Bigger is better.
But it's always nice to remember that you don't always need a lot. So now is for the fun part, decorating the interior of the sanctuary. So just before we do that, however, I feel like we should add the rest of the windows in. I'm not actually sure why I just left these. And to get rid of the annoying little grey bits where it just about doesn't line up, we can just colour these black and it sort of blends in. And I've also just realised we don't actually have a doorway to get in here. So we probably should add a massive glass door, and look at the glass door I'm adding, guys. It's like the biggest, most secure one in Bloxburg, because obviously you don't want them escaping this. Although, is it heaven? Is it paradise? That is kind of the story of this video. I don't know. We are going to begin by adding a few, keyword being a few, trees inside the sanctuary. And this is purely for oxygen purposes. And then maybe a little basic tree just out the front garden. The next step, I suppose, is making the front porch, which I'm going to make out of raised roofs. Yes, that's right, guys. Pro builder over here. Oh, ignore that. We may as well make it slate or something that actually resembles a pathway. And then around this is going to be a pool. Not a swimming pool, more of a river. And I'm not going to add lily pads or anything in here. I just want it to be exactly how it is. I do think the pink is a little much. I might change that to bright blue instead. The actual grass in here, I want to be so green it like blinds you, which sounds very, very strange, but you'll see what I mean once I've placed it. And do you know what this kind of is feeling like? It's kind of feeling like a science experiment. It's like Big Brother. You'd lock like 10, 20 people in here and just see how they interact when they're in a sanctuary. We'll have another one of these like weird sofas. This could be where the Big Brother contestants discuss what's going on.
Okay, I don't want to talk to you.
I feel like we should also have like a cute bridge, maybe not one with ropes. That doesn't look very euphoric, but maybe like a cute one like this. And then just so many plants, because this, again, is going to be our little oxygen supply. I suppose we should have like a lawnmower, because you probably get bored in the sanctuary. Like, you just want to mow the lawn every day. Next, the jacuzzi. That's right. I am treating whoever's in here to a jacuzzi, because I just think you deserve it, guys. And I was debating whether or not to add a water slide, but I think I will. As a final shebang, we're going to add a water slide. So we won't make it too crazy, just like literally one block thin, and then a little 2-bit at the top, and a ladder. Do you know what? I have one other thing as well to add just before we do this. A little treadmill, just one in the secret garden, so that you can actually keep yourself fit, and as I said once again, not perish. Anyway, back to the water slide. Maybe it's in pool items, actually. Yes! Found it! But we'll have it literally come just straight down. Oh my gosh, that's sad. We're gonna have to plant some flowers here because you're gonna die if you land there. While I'm coloring these, guys, I actually meant to say to you, thank you so much for the support on the second channel yesterday. It already hit 1K subs. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much to everyone who subscribed. If you want to go over there and be part of it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The link will be at the top of the description. And with that, guys, my sanctuary is built. Let's go get locked up. So guys, if you're wondering, this sanctuary values at 347,000. Pretty expensive, to be honest, for what it is. This is what it looks like from the outside. Honestly, it's kind of slaying. But of course, as we go inside, oh my gosh, you are now hereby sentenced to 1 year in Reese's sanctuary. Whoop, whoop. Let's get it started. Of course, it is actually heavenly in here. Now, I am going to change the weather, I think, could make it look quite nice. If we make it like sun. Oh, look at this. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So of course we have like our little orange tree forest. We have our little garden centers and the main pod. And of course, our beautiful river, which, oh my gosh, don't jump in that, guys. You'll break your legs. It's only shallow. If we dive over to the other side, you can take the bridge, but I live for danger, guys. We have my water slide. So let's see if it actually works. I mean, I'm kind of hopeful, but scared. Oh my gosh. This is the best place for hide and seek, though. Like, where's Reese's? You would never know. Over here is our jacuzzi. So if you want a bit of water fun, but not go on the slide, you can come here. And then now we have the actual pod house. So as we go in, this obviously isn't much. This is our only family, apparently, Coeptus. I may or may not have forgot to change that. We have our dining table here. This is where you'd probably sit on your own or one at each end. That's very, very spooky, actually. Of course, we have the kitchen to prepare your food. Let's see. Are we stocked up? Oh, yeah, babes. We are very, very stocked. Let's have a pack of crisps. Over here's our little living room, and that is basically this space. And finally, we have the bedroom, which is actually really cute. It has the bathtub, the toilet place, and of course, where you can get your nice kip at nighttime. So that is my sanctuary. I hope you guys liked it, and make sure to subscribe. Also, go subscribe to the second channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much again for the support over there, and I'll see you all in the next one.